Okay, block number 3. It is, we're a bit wonky today. I don't know. Put the camera back on the other side. Let's hope that works. All right, it's a 9 block patch. We should have white fabric A2 and A8, whichever here we do. No whoopsies, hopefully. And we're on a standard seam, press to the dark side, strip method, and then cut. Okay. Now, we're definitely wonky. I don't know what's going on there. All right, we should inspect our fabric for those lines, which, if you can see them, they're kind of there, but these ones have faded. So I still don't know if it's the window or the iron. All right, well, we'll iron them again, get the pin marks out of them. All right, this is piece number 2. All right, so the instructions say that way, move that out of the way, and then that way. All right, I reckon we're gonna cut them and flip them. Okay. That may make it a little more stable. Let's put that there. All right. Oops, that was a bad idea. Okay. All right, same as before, we go in opposite directions. So this one will go here, this one will go here, and we'll sew it the opposite way. We have not cleaned up the bin. We threw our rubbish out yesterday. We got more pins. We put them all in one. They were $16 on Amazon. We're not unhappy about that. And because you hate it when I have coffee, there you go, Mum. There's a coffee, which will undoubtedly get knocked off. All right. Let's make sure the machine is happy. Let's have some coffee. We will move the pins out of the way, and because we've still got that soft fabric, we'll pin again. All right, now I want to go this side because I've got that mark. Yeah, so when we cut yours, we might be a little bit neater than when we do mine, and I just have to make sure it goes the right way. Yep. All right. We're happy. We're neat. Yep. All right, we'll put the camera back on this side. Let's see if that works better and you get less of my hand. What I need to do. I'm definitely having a moment of concern that I've got this fabric the wrong way around. Do I? Oh God, I don't know. No, I don't think I do. No, it's the right way. Oh, all right. So what fabric is this? This is A2. A2 is kind of a pain because both sides sort of look the same, but not quite. Okay, so I sewed that way before. Now I'm going to sew this way, which means, yep, that's the right way. We want to sew that way, so I'm going to sew this way. Wait, I screwed that up. No, I went through that way. So now I want to go through this way on top. Yeah, that's right. Okay. I'm going to be lazy and I'm not going to pin this because I think, wait, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's focusing. but I reckon it's going to be fine. And I may come to regret that, but I think that is how we do it. Oops. God. I'm not sure about this net camera thing. All right. Yeah, they're the right colours. All right. This one might be a relatively quick. That little soft fabric doesn't like to iron neatly. I might start the next pack we get a little more enthusiastically. All right, so I've got, wait, can you see them? I've got these little purple marks again. I'm gonna have to rethink that pen. And I've got purple marks there. So I'm gonna sew it. I want to work out which way gives me the least amount of purple marks, which is going to be this way. All right. And because these are just simple and small, I'm not pinning them. That doesn't mean that's the right answer. That just means that's what I'm doing. Okay, and then obviously iron to the dark side. Just so much crap in this area. Let me go back to that and then focus in the middle. Have some copper. We probably don't need these pins. All right. And I've got the purple marks again. So we'll get creative. I need to go this way. I nearly did that the wrong way. Yeah. I'm going to go this way and hide the purple marks. I have a feeling that I'm going to be ordering more of that white fabric to get over these purple marks. Wrong way. Oops, I want to go that way. Okay. Now what do we have to do? Cut them into 2.5 by 6 inches. So I'll just triple check. Wait, 2.5 by 6.5? Oh yeah, 6.5. I can't read. All right, so we're pretty good there. So we're obviously going 2.5 that way. So, which is just going to be the same size as that. So I'll get that out of the way. I wonder what time my little thing will arrive today. Okay. We're going to stand up and see how you're positioned. You're a bit wonky, but I'm sure you'll survive. Let's make you neat. Not like that. Oh, maybe I'll come down here. All right, 1, 2.5. It's a fraction skewy, but not enough for me to worry about. All right. And look at that. Don't know where it's focusing. There we go. All right, so I'm going to sew that one to that one and that one to that one. For this one, I will probably pin because, oops, my pin's going everywhere. I want to line up those. So like I told you last time, I start, I'm going to focus, how do you make a focus? Just wait long enough and it'll focus. There we go. I start where I want the seams to match and then I work my way out. So that one's good enough for me. Let's see at the end whether it's good enough. If you can't see the error from 3 feet away, we're not worried about the error. That's looking pretty good. Alright. I wonder if I can hear my breathing back on this. Alright. Let's go sew this bad boy. Alright, well if nothing else, this neckline makes me keep my chest up and my back straight. Pretty. Get my little tomato. There's so much shit here. Oh, I wonder if shit gets bleeped out on YouTube. Pretty. Can't see any purple spots, so that's good. I'll put this back here. Okay, so then we'll put this one on there. And you repeat the same crap. So this is where you could fast forward because you know how to do this bit. The next block 4 looks like fun. Block 4. Maybe you see block 4 there. We're gonna focus. I don't really know because the fan's on, so it's probably making weird sounds. Yeah, block 4 looks hopefully like we're putting strips together and we're not sewing all of those squares individually, which wouldn't overly make sense, but you never know. I'm going to pull out block 4 at the end of this so we can have a look. Because after this stitch, we're done. Alright. Oops, that seam's going to go wonky. Alright. I'm going to inspect that seam and see how wonky it is, because that will definitely cause some issues. That's my lesson, to look at my seams and not at the camera. Yeah, it's fine. Well, it looks like it jumped. I reckon that jumped. It did, okay. There we go. This is new, but I've got like a seam that's completely, like, it's jumped there. So I'm going to do this seam again. So I'm going to pause it, do the seam again. Yep, that came back. All right, I don't know what's going on there. I'm going to keep an eye on that. I wouldn't think I need to change needles already. But never know. All right, that is, let me take it off here for a minute. That is block 3, which is not too bad. I don't know why that's not focusing. I'll put it in the middle and it should focus. There we go, block 3. All right, let me put you back there. That worked. All right. There's shit everywhere. Because I put, I reckon block 4 is the one that had to go both sides. Block 1, block 2. I'm looking into my folder here where I pinned them all. Yeah, all right. So block 4 has also got purple marks on it. Thankfully, it's only on the 1/4 inch. Block 4 is a two-sider. So I reckon we're going to do strip method and then, yeah, go from there. So stay tuned for block 4.